In the name of God of beauties. Hello. I am William, and in this clip I will introduce you to the tourist areas of Albania. Albania is one of the smallest countries in the Balkan region and geographically one of the most important and key countries. Because the shortest port from the Mediterranean to the Balkans and the Asian continent is located in this country. 1/3 of this country is covered by forest, and it can be said that it is a rich country in terms of plant species. The mysterious castle of Rizafa. One of the most mysterious castles that is close to the city of Shkodra is Rizafa Castle. There are many legends about this castle, one of which is the legend of 3 brothers who tried to build this castle, but unfortunately they did not succeed. Whatever they tried during the day, they saw that it was overturned at night. Therefore, in order to preserve the structure of the castle, they decide to sacrifice the first wife who brings them food the next day. Unfortunately, the youngest brother's wife was the first to bring food to his wife, so they forced him to kill him, and he selflessly accepted and buried his body inside the castle. There are many myths about this. We settled on one of them. National History Museum. The largest and richest national history museum of Albania is located in the city of Tirana. The National History Museum is divided into 8 sections and displays the rich history of the Albanian people. Among them, the most important part is the old pavilion, where more than 400 items from the late Paulite period to the beginning of the Middle Ages are exhibited. Also, in this museum, you can see the silver and bronze coins left from the 5th century AD. The National Renaissance Pavilion and the Independence Pavilion are considered to be the most interesting parts. Porto Palermo Castle. One of the most entertaining tourist attractions in Albania is Porto Palermo Castle, which you have to pay $1 to visit. Unfortunately, due to the fact that the path of this castle is off the main road, few tourists go to it, but I suggest that you don't forget this castle if you travel to the south of Albania. The beautiful Lake of Skadar. One of the largest lakes in the Balkan region is Skadar Lake. There is a protected national park of 400 kilometers in the area of this lake. This area is known and famous as the main habitat of birds in the European continent. It is extremely beautiful here, and the steep green mountains, monasteries, clear and bright waters and lotuses have multiplied its charm. Around the lake, there are villages that give you the utmost peace. Just take a bike and ride around. Taptani Shopping Center. There is a large indoor shopping center in Albania called Taptani. You can visit this large store to get all the supplies you need. It is also a good option for getting souvenirs. Skanderbeg Square and Museum. While walking the streets of Tirana, be sure to visit Skanderbeg Square, the main square of the city. The beautiful square is illuminated by several lamps at night and is highlighted by a statue of the Albanian national hero, Skanderbeg. Athembe Mosque. Almost 58% of the Albanian population is Muslim. However, only since 1991 have Albanians gained the right to manifest to follow their chosen religion. Athembe Mosque, built in the 18th century, is a center of Islamic worship and culture in Tirana. Its unique architecture and beautiful paintings are among the prominent places that are visited in the capital. Apollonia. One of the most prominent historical and ancient monuments of Albania is Apollonia, an ancient city located on the coast of the Albanian Riviera, still close to the sea. It is about 7 miles from the village of Pohani and really deserves a day or two to visit. Apollonia was a great and rich temple in ancient times. You can see the remains of the city walls, the library, the triumphal arch and a temple dedicated to the goddess Artemis. Do not miss the Archaeological Museum. The museum is located in the 14th century monastery of Saint Mary in the archaeological park of Apollonia. Gjirokastër Castle. In the south of Albania, within the Riviera region, Gjirokastër Castle should not be missed on the way to the city and the countryside of Gjirokastër. It dates back to at least the 13th century. This castle was actually the home of a famous Albanian family, which later became a castle used by the Turks to suppress local rebels. The fort was used as a shelter by the locals during the First and Second World Wars. Butrint National Park. If you are traveling to the south coast of the Albanian Riviera, you have traveled to an area that is one of the most attractive places to visit in Albania. This place was the ancient Greek colony of the Olani of Buthrodom, which now forms the Butrint National Park. This park, with an area of 94 square kilometers, contains archaeological, historical and treasure of nature. Archaeological excavations from the Bronze Age, remains of ancient city walls, Roman theater, and a number of old church buildings remain. There is also a Venetian castle. The excavations are surrounded by natural ponds through which the Viveri Canal flows. In addition to the status of the park, which is recognized as a national park of Albania, it is registered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Blue Eye Fountain. Near the coast of Albania in the Riviera region is the river Bistris, which flows into the sea. Through a deep gap in the rocks, the river forms a natural pool with a depth of 50 meters, which has amazing clarity and a deep blue color. This pool is called as Blue Eye and has a unique beauty. The area around the pool is also a designated nature reserve and is filled with oak and sycamore trees. Coastline of southern Albania. The coastline of southern Albania is known as the Albanian Riviera, with ancient monuments, small traditional villages, rural beaches and sea caves and the Mediterranean Sea. This area is truly one of Albania's jewels. In 2014, the Huffington Post named Porto Palermo as one of the most beautiful places in the region for the first time among Europe's undiscovered destinations. The southern entrance to the Bay of Porto Palermo is influenced by its fortress, first built by the Venetians but later rebuilt by the Ottoman Turks. Murat Toptani St. In a city whose streets are surrounded by cars, this pedestrian street acts like a breath of fresh air. Murat Toptani Street is a three-section street where you can see many shopping centers, restaurants and cafes. This street, which is named after a famous Albanian poet, is one of the best areas of the city for shopping, spending time and walking. If you want to buy souvenirs, this street is one of the best areas of the city to buy local souvenirs. Anwar Haqq's Pyramid. If you thought that you can see the pyramids only in Egypt, you are wrong. Anwar Haqq's pyramid was built in 1988 as a museum. This pyramid was built by the daughter of an Albanian leader to honor her. This unique monument, also known as the Pyramid of Tirana, has become a symbol of Albania's past. This pyramid has changed its use during different periods. If you are looking to see a different monument, be sure to visit this famous monument during your trip to Tirana. Adam B. Mosque. Albania is known for its diverse and multicultural population, which you can see in religious buildings and various places of worship in the city of Tirana. Etihembe Mosque, located in the center of Tirana, dates back to the Ottoman Empire. This mosque was closed for a while and reopened to the public in 1991. If you go to this mosque at times other than prayer hours, you can visit it. Dajti Mountain and Cable Car, Tirana. Dajti Mountain Park is located 25 kilometers east of Tirana. This park is an important area for living many mammals such as wild boar, fox, rabbit, bear, and wildcat. Many tourists go to this mountain to get away from busy urban areas to enjoy the peace and natural scenery there. The Dajti cable car will take you to the height of 1,611 meters in 15 minutes to climb this mountain. If you are a hiker, you can go up the mountain through the paths that are built for it. Along this route, you can use traditional Albanian restaurants and tourist hotels to relax and stay in this area. Sky Tower of Tirana. One of the modern and beautiful attractions in the city of Tirana is the Sky Tower, where you can see a great view of the city from the top of this building. A luxury restaurant is built on the top of the tower, which rotates for 1 hour and gives you a 360-degree view of the city of Tirana, without the need for you to get up from your seat. With the best Albanian cuisine, every year it hosts many tourists from all over the world. Kruha Stone Market. An attractive medieval village called Kruha is located among the Kostani Peaks, green valleys and along the Adriatic Sea, 30 kilometers from Tirana. The Stone neighborhood of Kruha is a small neighborhood that, in addition to its natural scenery, has great historical importance. It was also the capital of the first Albanian state in the 12th century. Among the most visited places in this area is the traditional bazaar dating back to the 14th century, next to Skanderbeg Castle. This traditional bazaar with Albanian handicrafts has attracted many tourists to buy traditional carpets, antiques, silver and copper accessories, traditional clothes, tapestries, wood crafts. Vlore Beach. The coastal city of Vlore is the third largest city on the southwest coast of Albania, which covers about 30% of the entire coast of Albania with its pristine and untouched coastline. Vlore Beach, which is located 130 kilometers from Tirana, has great historical importance for this country. Many historical and ancient museums, including the Independent Museum, are located in the city. In addition to ancient and historical attractions, Vlore has beautiful beaches and national and ancient parks such as Oricum Park, Amantia Park and Ligura National Park for summer vacations. the Mediterranean climate, which means dry summer weather, mild and wet winters, has made this beach one of the most visited areas in Albania. Mount Proctelia. Mount Proctelia is located in Albania, which is known as the Cursed Mountains.